Hi everybody, this is Wednesday, January the 24th. It's already been a month since Christmas Eve. Can you believe that? It's been a month since Christmas Eve. Anyway, we are heading back to Katie's on this Wednesday, January 24th, to go pick up our son from a Christian after-school club. He's been heavily involved in learning about the chess club. And it's at a Christian facility called The Way, because Jesus says He is the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man comes to the Father except through Him. So AJ goes to a facility called The Way.
I wasn't honking at you, young man.
Oh, he thinks you were, though.
But I wasn't.
You were honking at the pastor. So AJ goes after school to this facility, but as we travel to get our son, Stephen, would you please give us an update? Oh, that's the mail. That's the mail. They're getting their mail late today. Well, it's 4:37. We get our mail a whole lot earlier. But as we are on our way to The Way, oh, did you like that? As we are on our way to The Way, you want to fill me in on how your day went and what's going on?
Do you know your way to send to sing?
Well, that was spontaneous. Steven is full of songs. That's nice. So I had my realty job today, my 4-hour-a-day part-time job at Trick County Realty. And normally I would stay in Katie's and pick AJ up, but Stephen missed me so much that he asked me to come home, and he had dinner waiting for me. I got off work at 3. It's now 4:38, and he said, well, there's no need to stay in Katie's and retrieve the boy later. You can come on home. So my hubby had dinner waiting for me, and it was wonderful. Thank you. So I ate early. I ate early tonight. So thank you, Stephen. Thank you for dinner.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Surprised you tasted it.
What does that mean?
It means it made it to your belly so fast. I'm surprised you tasted it.
Well, it was delicious. So thank you for dinner.
Yeah. Opened up the door. Said, oh, it smells wonderful in here. Never even made it into the living room where I was at. I heard, gobble, 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 gobble. I went there, I thought, well, maybe you better check and see if you're alright. It ate up 3/4 of the pan.
Oh, he highly exaggerates.
3/4 of the pan and 3 biscuits. So I guess you must have been starving.
Well, today was my weigh-in day, so I didn't eat a whole lot. Today was my weigh-in day for my TOPS, taking off pounds sensibly. So I'm not ashamed to admit to the world that I clocked in or weighed in at 179 today, but this time last year I was 202 pounds. This time last year I was 202, and today I weighed 179. So maybe I was starving a little bit.
A lot of bit.
So, because I don't eat a whole lot before I go do my weigh-in. But enough about that. Do tell. Tell what's going on with the truck and what your plans are and what's going on.
What truck is that? I got 3 of them.
The freightliner, Stephen.
Well, I was going to do a lube job on it because it hasn't been done in 3 weeks. But it's been raining 3 days in a row just after it snowed and freeze. So the ground is all wet and mushy. But instead of doing that, I had a light that had gone out. And that reminds me, I got to fix a trailer light. When I was unloading down there in Alabama, ripped my license plate light off the dog. So I got to replace that. bumper, and it was raining cats and dogs when I was trying to fix it. And so I just cut out a bunch of wiring that I didn't need and got it all worked up back together, and it's not completed. Because it was raining, I couldn't really fix it the way I wanted it to. So. But I got it together well enough until I get some good weather and I fix it properly. So I worked on that. And then worked on something. Oh yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, I put the float in.
Oh, you did do that?
Yeah, and that baffle has been stuck ever since I bought that float. So I guess what it is, the float somehow got hung up on the old float that it ripped off. And between the float and the baffle, they must be hung up back there in the back somewhere, because they have not come forward. And so, well, the only way to get them to come forward is with the new float up there, so I bet you it comes out now.
But then you'll really have a mess on your hands, all right?
What can I do? It's destroyed 3 floats already, so. Anyway, so I put the new float in, put oil in the truck. I gotta order some more AMS oil. I'm down to 5 gallons. Had 10, I used the gallons, so that's 9 gallons. So down to 9 gallons, and 2 gallons that are in the truck. So need to be getting some more AMS oil. I think I got a tire replaced. It's the driver's side's beautiful, and in fact, the new tire that I got on there, it just barely has a little bit more tread on it than the tire that I've had on there for a year and a half. I got a what do you call it? I can't.
Recap?
No, it's not. I don't. You're gonna cut your own throat and kill somebody if you ever put a recap on a steer. No, it's called a hand cook. It's a cheap tire, $505 for the tire. And but anyway, the other side is a high scrub rate Firestone, and it's beautiful. It hardly shows anywhere on it at all. But the thing is, the passenger side was the inside of the tread was getting low and in spots, not all the way around, just in spots, and it was just beating the steering wheel and the truck up. And so I got it replaced with a hand cook tire. But I noticed when I drove away that it still has a thump in it. Thump, 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 thump. So I think I have a bent wheel. And the way it's been raining and snowing, and I don't have a shop or any concrete and anything, and I didn't feel like putting on a scuba diving suit to go out there and work on the bottom of the truck. I just decided when I get down to Texas, maybe I'll find some dry asphalt down there and I can jack it up and spin the wheel around, see if I can find a bend in it. If I can, then I'll need to get some new wheels. A set, buy a set for both steers, replace the wheels. So this is like the 3rd tire that has done that on the steer. So it's got to be a bent wheel. You can't tell by looking at it, so I'm gonna have to set up something, a marker on it, set it there, and watch that wheel go around in front of that pin or marker or whatever I can find to find the bend. I've got to find the bend. I'm thinking it's in that same wheel, but it's got to be, because it's the 3rd time it's done that to the tire. So it's got to be. And I thought it was, for years, I thought it was the drives, but I got a brand new set of drives, so it's definitely not coming from back there. So anyway, I got a bend in a wheel, and I think it's the wheel that I just replaced the tire on. And so I got to figure that out. It's always something. Always something. So.
You want to say anything about what happened with the tire the other day?
What tire? I was just talking about the tire.
talked about this morning.
No, I don't want to say anything about anybody being disrespectful and throwing my rim down and scratching the living hell out of it. I don't like that. It's disrespectful, and I don't want to talk about the shop that did it because it's obviously somebody they hired, and I'm sure that they feel really bad about it. So I don't want to say anything about who did it.
Okay. All right.
But I've already got sandpaper blocks out, sanded all the scratches out, got it down to pretty close to a good polish. It's not all the way polished out, but you know, with it raining, I'm not going to sit out there and polish it all up in the rain. But I got most of the scratches out of it. And what's the purpose if the wheel's bent? It's going to go in the garbage anyway.